the broader market has not got off bed too badly. Let's get back to our chat with Tirthankar Patnaik of Religare. Tirthankar, you've got a long list of buys, but some interesting sells as well going into 2013. And on top of that list, I find Axis Bank. That's not a consensus call. What makes you cautious?
The asset quality, we've been concerned about asset quality for Axis Bank. The numbers have so far been above expectations for the street, which is why this has been a non-consensus call. Our analyst believes that going forward the asset quality numbers for Axis Bank would come in worse than expected, and the street is in for a surprise there. So until now, whatever we've been seeing over the last 2-3 quarters is, one is asset quality numbers have been good. The second is fee income has been a big driver for Axis Bank over the last 2 quarters, and we believe that will not be a driver going forward, and which is why we are concerned about the stock.
Your buy list includes DLF from a space that's really bounced back in the last couple of months, Tirthankar. What is it that you like about the DLF story, and are you confident that they are going to put the worst behind them in terms of their debt problems?
Well, their debt has come down from 24,000 crores to 17, and they will bring it down by another. There's another FPO in the offing to about 15. So we are looking at roughly 15,000 crores of debt for DLF starting next year. The management has big question on the stock had been management delivery, management guidance not able to meet up expectations. We believe that going forward that's going to be taken care of. The recent sale of Oman Resorts also points out to favorable drivers for the stock. And thirdly, the political overhang that we've seen on DLF over the last couple of months is likely to dry up. And lastly, DLF will also be one stock which will be a big beneficiary of the RBI's rate cut going forward. So in the real estate space, what we have essentially done, Mitali, is move away from mid-cap real estate. We've been pushing Sobha, Prestige since the beginning of the year to now large-cap real estate, and that's where the DLF is our top pick.
This gain of 22,000 plus that you have for 2013 September, do you see most of the gains coming front-loaded in the first couple of months leading up to the budget, or are you more hopeful that that is with the progression of time?
See, a lot of that depends upon the reform program. What we've been saying all along is the big up move for 2013 is going to come on the drivers that have taken the market since the second half of the year, which are two. One is the global backdrop remains favorable. You have money coming in, you have growth slowly starting to pick up across major geographies, albeit not really concerted effort, but still global growth is beginning to pick up and global liquidity remains fairly easy. And closer home, what we have is so-called hope trade in reforms excuse me, where the government has embarked on a reform program since June, and numbers have been coming in since September. Not too much to speak of at this point, much more on the table. So that's been the driver which has been driving the market. We believe that this will happen again in 2013. How it will pan out will, again, as I said, on the reform program. If the commentary that we are expecting from the government now is more on reforms, but slowly as the year begins on, goes on, as we go closer to the elections, we will see a mix of populist movements, populist statements also come in. So in my opinion, if I were to hazard a guess, a good part of the rally should come in towards the first half of the year, and unless global factors move significantly positive towards the second half of the year, you should see the domestic part at least slow down towards the second half, where the government's commentary will become more populist. So yes, towards the first half, we are our base case is that government's reform program, a good budget, should see the rally continue right now.
Stay on, Tirthankar. Lots more to talk about this morning. The Nifty has flattened out. The mid-caps are still holding up. It's about individual stocks really, but the breadth is quite strong, 600 to 300. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Markets have flattened out. It's looking like a listless morning now, with the Nifty up just about 7 points. Let's get back to our chat with Religare Capital. Tirthankar Patnaik. Tirthankar, there's been a lot of introspection about the consumer space over the last month or so, about valuations and whether people should slowly start churning out. You are cautious about the large caps, but you do like names like Emami and even Titan going into 2013.
One big concern over Titan over the last couple of months has been, after the second quarter results, has been that are they going to sustain this uptrend? Secondly, are the valuations at roughly 30 times valuable? I mean, are good enough? Are they reasonable, or is it too expensive? Thirdly, there have been concerns about the government's tightening norms on gold imports, or the lease periods that have been reduced from about 180 odd days to 90 days. All of these concerns have beleaguered the stock. What we believe is, from a top-down perspective, the story looks good even now. Valuations are roughly around 27 odd times, I guess, at this point. Forward multiples are not cheap, but they are not very expensive either. In any kind of up move, even now, remember the global backdrop, as I pointed out earlier, remains positive. Rupee, we remain fairly cautious on the rupee, and both of them translate into a positive number for gold going forward internationally, and secondly in rupee prices even further. So the key driver for Titan remains gold, and we believe that would continue to go for positive going forward. Yes, in the consumer space we have been moving towards moving away from staples and towards discretionary stocks, and that's again where Titan fits in the story. So to me, Titan would continue to be a sort of a top pick going forward.
I see from your note that you believe the banking amendment bill was an important bill to have been passed, Tirthankar, but there's no NBFC on your buy list. You're avoiding that space, or are you looking carefully at some of these NBFCs as potential banks to be?
No, we like LIC Housing Finance as a stock. That's one stock that we really like at this space. And other than that, the key play for NBFCs, at least in the near term, is the rate easing from the RBI going forward. In Jan to March, we are expecting 50 basis points. Over April to Jan, if inflation continues to be on a downward trajectory, and the Reserve Bank has said so in its most recent commentary, we will expect another 50 basis points, from the RBI. So NBFCs are definitely a space that we like. We just didn't mention it in this banking note actually.
There's been quite a bit of interest in the public sector banking space of late, Tirthankar. Which ones from the non-SBI space would you bet on going into next year?
Well, Union Bank is one of our top picks, and we also like Dena. We also like Oriental Bank of Commerce. Banks that we are worried about in this space remain, PNB. We don't have a buy on Canara Bank. Other than that, we have been pushing PSU banks as a pack really, and even though they've had a sterling run over the last couple of months, we believe that many of them will continue to gain either from one from asset quality, two from a macro revival going forward. So yes, there you have your numbers. Union Bank is there, and then there's Dena Bank and OVC.
Absolutely flat for the Nifty now, in danger of slipping into the red actually. So just 1 point up for the index after yesterday's big move. Tirthankar, you keep a careful eye on politics as well, and there was some excitement in the market post the Gujarat elections. Any ramifications that you read into national level politics or market implications from that, or was it a one-off event?
Well, our base case was that was what the market's base case was, that you are going to see a return for the BJP in Gujarat. Are they going to beat their previous tally of I think 117 by a major number? That would have been something for the market. We would have considered it, we would have construed it negative for the market, in the sense that it would have pushed the Congress, the ruling dispensation at the center, towards a more populist stance. That did not happen. The number was again pretty much in line. The Congress actually did marginally better than their previous tally. They got around 2 or 3 seats additionally. So to us, I think the Gujarat elections was largely in the price. What it has, I think, potentially done now is that it has cemented Mr. Modi's claim to the center, for as the prime ministerial candidate for the BJP in the next elections, either 2014 or late 2013, as we believe the base case would be. So other than that, I don't think there were major market implications from the Gujarat elections. It was largely expected.
What are the key issues on policy that one should be looking forward to from a market perspective over the next few weeks leading up to the budget? It's only when we get into Feb people will start more about issues about the budget, but in the interim, do you see any kickers or triggers coming from New Delhi which can keep the market warm?
Well, they have pushed back the pension reform bill, they have pushed back the insurance bill, those have been pushed on towards the budget session anyway. Let us see what kind of noise comes from Delhi on these two fronts. Then actual implementation of FDI and multi-brand retail, let's see what noise comes there. Is there an implementation plan in place? Another thing that one could think of is, yes, they've asked for one supplementary grant, you might see another supplementary grant coming in from Delhi. Fourthly, I could think of, there is no T-bill issuance in the March in the current issuance calendar that the RBI has put out for the government. Given the liquidity situation, given the way it's tight just now, you might see more T-bill issuance coming in March. So these are things that you might see, as news items coming in from Delhi going forward.
Money has been squarely on our side. Sure, please go ahead.
No, I must add another thing. Yesterday, the Minister of MOEF actually allowed companies with mining leases to go in about 25% more than their initially approved plans, clearances with the government. So those things are again a positive move from the government actually.
Money has been squarely on our side this year, Tirthankar. Any sense of what next year looks like, either in terms of a primary market pipeline or how many OFS issues there could be and whether that could divert the liquidity?
Well, this has been a concern for the markets that the moment the markets start moving up, you have a fair amount of supply coming in. We believe that one has to take 2009 probably as a test case there. Maybe you had a very big up move in the markets and you had a great year for equity issuance also. In my understanding, what would happen is, if this year the rally continues, you would see equity supply coming in, but that will not be a dampener for the market. So we are not overtly worried about a large number of OFS issues coming in and then swamping the market going forward. The amount of liquidity that we saw this year, $23 billion, was unheard of. My understanding is that it will be a tough act to repeat in 2013, but yes, it can possibly happen. What could also happen is, given the pain that we are seeing on the current account, on the balance of payments, you might see a wider debt window. So the composition of capital flows might just switch incrementally from equities towards debt. So that is something that we need to be careful about in 2013.
Thanks, Tirthankar, for joining in with your views. As always, that's Religare on the markets, constructive for 2013. Flat today, 3 points up. Mid-caps are doing better, so let's hear out some mid-cap trading strategies. We'll come back and maybe talk about the currency and how things are shaping up for next year.
102, 103 is a target.